Good afternoon, councillors, and welcome, and the gallery, and welcome to the Armidale Regional Council Extraordinary Council meeting, Wednesday, the 9th of October 2024. Councillor Andres, the civic affirmation, please.
We, the councillors of Armidale Region, declare that.
Do the microphone. Okay, civic affirmation. We, the councillors of the Armidale Region, declare that we will undertake the duties of the office of the councillor in the best interests of our community and faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in us to the best of our skill and judgment.
Thanks, Councillor Andres. Welcome to country, Councillor Witters.
There we go. I'll just do a different one. I want to acknowledge the land that we are meeting on today, the land of the Anaiwan people, and pay respects to my elders, past and present, and my country men and women of this land as well on behalf of the council. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor Witters. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this meeting is being audio and video recorded, and the recordings of the non-confidential parts of the meeting will be made available on the internet. No other persons are permitted to record the meeting unless specifically authorised by council to do so. And can we ask that all mobile phones and laptops be set to silent, please? Thank you. The first order of business, councillors, is, as we're going to go to the 9 series on the business paper, the oath and affirmation. What I will do is just move from left to right, starting with Councillor Bradley Withers, who is taking the affirmation. Councillor Withers.
I, Bradley Withers, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Armidale Region and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Witters, and congratulations and welcome to Armidale Regional Council for the next 4 years. Councillor Susan McMichael taking the oath of office.
I, Susan McMichael, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael, and again, congratulations and welcome to Armidale Regional Council for the next 4-year term. Councillor Todd Redwood, the oath also.
Thank you. I, Todd Redwood, swear that I undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act of 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Redwood, and again, congratulations on being elected Council for Armidale Regional Council. Councillor Paul Geddes.
Thank you, Mr GM. I, Paul Geddes, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act of 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Geddes, and congratulations. Councillor Copeland.
I, Samuel Copeland, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Copeland. Welcome, congratulations on your election. Councillor Andres, the affirmation of office.
I, Kay Andres, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I'll undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of the Armidale Regional and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Andrews, and congratulations on your election to Armidale Regional Council. Councillor Robinson, also the affirmation.
I, Dorothy Robinson, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of the Armidale region and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Robinson. Congratulations on your election. Councillor Rimmer, you have the oath, I believe.
I, Eli Ahmad, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of and the Armidale Regional Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment. Thank you.
Congratulations, Councillor Ahmed, on your election. Well done. And last but by no means least, Councillor Tabor, you are the oath also.
I, Rob Tabor, swear that I will undertake the duties of Office of Council in the best interest of the people and the Armidale Regional Council, that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers and authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Tabor, and congratulations on your election. Councillors, to the 9 of you, sincere congratulations and thank you for your oath and or affirmation. Look forward to a really strong next 4 years, the full term of this council, and look forward to some productive ways forward. So I think a round of applause for all elected councillors in order. Thank you. We now go to item 9.2, the election of Mayor and Deputy Mayor. There's a recommendation as part of the business paper in 3 parts, resolving the ballot be by open voting and then the General Manager act as returning officer for the nominations of Mayor and Deputy Mayor. I'll conduct the mayoral election, but I will hand over to whoever the elected mayor is to run the next part of it. So just to resolve the balloting system, just seek a mover and a seconder that the ballot be done by open voting. Councillor Gaddies, Councillor Redwood, is there any discussion on that at all from anyone? If not, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Against? So that call that unanimously carried. Thank you, councillors. I currently have 1 nomination for the position of mayor, that being Councillor Sam Copeland. Before we elect a mayor, are there any further nominations? No? Okay. In the absence of that, we have 1 nomination, and I duly declare Councillor Sam Copeland elected Mayor of Armidale Regional Council for the next 2 years. Well done, Sam.
Firstly, thank you to my fellow councillors. I'll take the uncontested nature as a vote of confidence. That might be me being unnecessarily optimistic. But speaking of optimism, I truly am optimistic about what this term of council will mean. There are 2 councillors here that have done more than 1 term, but for the rest of us, this is either our 2nd term or very first term. And I'm very confident that great things are going to happen. Our region is on the cusp of significant change, and the people that the region have elected to represent them, I think, is a very, very representative council. And I congratulate all of my fellow councillors. I really look forward to working with you. We are going to have a great team. We're going to have a great team. We're going to have a great term. Let's crack on, which brings me to the next part of item 9.2, which is to elect a deputy mayor. And how many nominations?
We have one nomination.
We have one nomination to this point. Are there any other nominations for deputy mayor? Well, in the absence of a second nomination, I announce Todd Redwood, Councillor Redwood, the Deputy Mayor of Armidale Regional Council. Would you like to just say a word, Councillor Redwood, before we move?
Well, I concur with your positive remarks. Also would take that as a vote of confidence that we'll be able to drive forward with the growth agenda and what was set up in the previous term of council, and work very collaboratively with my fellow councillors to be able to bring that to life. So thank you very much, and looking forward to the next 4 years.
Thank you, Councillor Redwood. Councillors, that brings us to item 9.3, which is the delegations of the authority to the General Manager. This is essential for the smooth operating of our region. There is a recommendation on the screen. All of the detail are in the business papers, which I'm sure you've been through. Can I have a mover for that recommendation, please? Thanks, Councillor Gatters. A seconder? Thank you, Councillor McMichael. Councillors, all those in favour of supporting the recommendation where we are delegating authority to the General Manager? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. I declare that one carried unanimously. Which then takes us to 9.4, the delegation of authority to the Mayor, similar to what we saw with 9.3. This is the instrument of delegation for the Mayor for consideration by Council. Recommendation on the screen. Can I have a mover, please? Thanks, Councillor Redwood, and seconded by Councillor Witters. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that one carried unanimously as well. All right. Item 9.5 refers to the casual vacancy in the office of councillor. And look, to summarise, in short, if any councillor exits council for whatever reason within 18 months from the date of the election, it will be filled by a countback. So effectively, the candidate who came 10th will automatically come onto council. So there is a recommendation there, and all this, the provision is made in the Local Government Act. So there's a recommendation on the screen. Can I have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Robinson. A second. Thank you, Councillor Redwood. All of those in favour? Thank you. I declare that one carried unanimously as well. All right, now we're going to jump back to the 6 series, which we'll need. Just bear with me. Sorry, just managing the new tech. It's actually the old tech. Just couldn't manage the new one. Councillors, item 6.1 is to do with the cycle for the ordinary council meetings for the financial year, so taking us through to the 25th of June 2025. It is proposed that our council meetings are held on the last Wednesday of the month at 4 p.m. That's the recommendation there. There is, of course, a shutdown period as well. So there are 4 bullet points on the recommendation on the screen. Key to that is noting the shutdown period at point A, the actual dates at point C, and the time for the ordinary council meetings being to commence at 4 p.m. Can I have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Witters. The second can be Councillor Robinson. Councillor Witters, anything to say to any of this?
Yeah, just to note that the December meeting is halfway through the month, just to cover for the shutdown. So if people are planning their calendar around coming to watch us do our thing, they can do that.
Thank you. That's an important community announcement there. Councillor Robinson.
And only just to remind people that the business paper originally was wrong and that there is a meeting on the 23rd of October. Thank you.
Again, thank you very much. So I'm sure that the minutes can note that when I look across at the minute takers. Thank you. All right, councillors, all those in favour of accepting this motion? Those against? All right, that is carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 6.2 is to refers to the LGNSW annual conference, which this year is going to be held in Tamworth. There is a recommendation on the screen. I know discussion has been had, given that it's our neighbouring council that is hosting the conference, about opening this up to more councillors to attend, given it's just down the road. Recommendation on the screen. As the chair, I can't really move an alternative, but if anyone's interested in an alternative, please say your piece, or to move this one. Councillor Robinson.
I'll move the alternative motion.
Thank you. Can we just pop an alternative up on the screen there? Won't be an amendment. This would become the motion, given that Councillor Robinson has moved it. Councillor Robinson, are you comfortable with what's on the screen there as a motion?
I believe so.
Thank you. Is there a seconder for Councillor Robinson? Thanks, Councillor McMichael. Councillor Robinson, anything you wish to say in regard to this?
Well, I think being a local or an almost local LGNSW meeting in New England, it is good to encourage all councillors to attend if they would like to do so, because it's a very educational experience and something that will teach a lot of councillors how council works and develop the connections between, our council and their fellow councillors throughout New South Wales. So it's worth certainly extending the invitation as non-voting delegates to other people, other councillors here. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor McMichael, anything you wish to say?
I agree with Councillor Robinson. It's terrific to meet a large number of people and to network and to meet everybody. It's fantastic. So I encourage anybody all the councillors who can come down to go. Just great, fabulous.
Thank you. Councillors, anyone else wish to say anything? Councillor Witters.
Yeah, I've got an issue with Part D of that. Having attended this event in 2018 as a voting delegate, they're voting for motions put forward by all councils within the state for the local government to then push with for the state government to take up. So issues that we want as local government representatives want the state government to take up. I think as the representatives for this council that the councillors should have a say on who their voting delegates are, with the mayor, deputy and the third voting delegate. I think not someone in discussions with the mayor, but should put their wares forward to the group and be voted on by the group on why they should be entrusted with giving the vote and representing us along with the mayor and the deputy mayor. So I would suggest if the mover of this motion would take that out and that we have nominations from councillors who want to be the third vote in a show of hands, as was per the motion, the recommendation in the papers. That would be a better and more democratic and fairer process of sending representation to a voting conference like this one.
Thanks. So for clarity, Councillor Witters, you're still suggesting that our councillors can attend the conference, but we know with clarity who the voting delegates are.
Yeah, the third voting person is that we, as councillors, choose who the third voting person is, and it's a decision by the councillors, not a discussion between the councillor and the mayor.
Thank you.
I'll accept that alteration.
We'll come to you in a second, Councillor. Okay, so that's that amendment's been accepted by the mover. We've still got something afoot. Councillor McMichael, you were the seconder. Are you happy with that being amended to? Just let the tech catch up. Okay. That, I think we understand the spirit of that. All right, so that's now the motion afoot. I'll just throw that open if any other councillors. I know Councillor Ahmed wants to speak.
Mr Mayor, can someone elaborate on what this role is for the newcomers?
Certainly. So this is of the 128 councils in New South Wales. There's an annual conference. The LGNSW, Local Government New South Wales, is the representative body. And Armidale has 3 voting delegates, and the number of voting delegates are usually a function of the size of council. So some of the city delegates have more, and look, if one were to be a cynic, actually you don't have to be a cynic, you can be a statistician. The city councils have more votes than the country councils when they're combined. It's really important, I believe, that Armidale is fully represented. And that we always have at least 3 voting delegates at this conference. At the particular conference, there are a number of motions that go up, and they shape the, the agenda and the policy position of LGNSW, so that as a united front, our industry body can go to government and say, this is what we agree. So every year, they alternate where the conference is held between Sydney Metro and the country. So last year it was at Roseville Racecourse, and it was attended by 3 of us plus the General Manager. This year it's in Tamworth. And so given it's so close, even though the voting delegates will be known per Councillor Witter's amendment, it would be open to any councillor to attend, just to slip down the road and attend the conference. I hope that gives you some clarity. Thank you. All right, councillors, if that's the amendment, it is the amendment, that's the motion that's afoot. Let's vote, put this motion to the vote, and then we will call for nominations as to who would be the confirmed voting delegates. So all those in favour of accepting the motion on the screen? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. And then the second part to this is who would like to be the 3rd voting delegate? Thank you. We have Councillor McMichael and Councillor Robinson and Councillor Ahmed. All right. All those in favour of Councillor McMichael? Yep. 6 versus Councillor McMichael. You've got the numbers, so you will be our voting delegate. And everyone else is welcome to attend, but we'll discuss the logistics around that. So thank you. That, councillors, I've lost the agenda. That, councillors, brings us to a close. Thank you. I need to say that based on, well, my 2 years and 8 months experience from the last term, that council meetings are rarely this short. So strap yourselves in.